Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thanks for joining us on today's video. And Emberglo is one bad A color. I'm gonna tell you why. Because today's modern car can't get that color put on it and look right. This just looks so good on a classic car. In the sunlight, it looks ridiculous. It's so beautiful. In this case here, we have a lot of money spent on the underneath of the car and certain places where you'll never see that. And why am I sharing this with you? Well, because you'll never see that, but what you will is you will feel it. And that's the difference here when you drive this car, right? With the upgraded engine in it, with the upgraded overdrive automatic transmission, with the underneath of the car so nicely done and restored, right? Suspension and floor pans and all that good detail stuff in here. That's what makes a car drive well, right? The shiny paint on top is really nice, and this has all that, agreed. And we'll get into that in a minute. But it's the underneath of the car where all the effort is put into it that makes it look great. Make sure you see those pics online. They're up there to see that, all right? So, Emberglo paint. We got some great things going on here. Wheels and tire selection, I think, looks good. It's a little bigger than stock, so it gives it a little bit of beefier look. This has more power than stock, right? It has a much bigger engine than the original engine that would have come in it. And it has an extra gear overdrive automatic, so it makes a great beach car or mountain car or something like that where you can get on the highway and go for a long drive with a bunch of people in it. So it's pretty cool. It's got power disc brakes, right? All that kind of stuff to make for a really nice driver. So let's check out the paint next, and I'll show you what we're talking about. All right, so we spent some time talking about the quality of paint. Why? Because cars look shiny in pictures, man. They just do. And then people hit like photo editing and they can do whatever. Let them do all that. This car looks great in pictures, but what we care about is the video. The video, we can't fix any of that. All we can, you can see how unattractive the speaker is, but how attractive the car is, right? Let's check this out, the quality of the paint. You should be able to read all of those tiny little letters in there. Nice and crisp. You see how you can see every letter, you can see the detail, we can see the ad in the paint of the car. This particular color, Emberglo, gets its glow from having metallic in it, right? And then it's also been clear coated over top, and that's why it looks so great. All right, so we're kind of famous for detailing under hoods because we like to send a car that's done that way, and this is no exception. So if you could spend a second and look at this with me, we have repainted all of this. We put the engine dress up on there, the Cobra engine dress up on there. It's got the washer bag. It's got the ignition timing. It's got the battery topper on it. It's got functional horns, and it's detailed around here as well. Why do I tell you that? Because you may or may not go to a show. Maybe you want to go to a show. A local shows are a lot of fun. You want to open the hood and you want to be proud of what you see here. You can be proud of that. Maybe you don't want to work on it all, but you just want it to be nice looking. This is nice because if it's in your garage, it's nice and clean. Maybe you want to tinker a little bit. You want to add this wire or change an emblem or something like that. And this allows you to do that without being covered in grease. This is beautifully done. It's nicely detailed. Painted under here like it's supposed to, and really looks very nice. Whether you want to show it or just keep it to yourself, you can definitely do that here. All right, so I'm getting a little help here today. Stella's, it's Frisbee time, so she loves that. Anyway, the little detail stuff, for instance, like new bezels here, new bumpers, new trim. You say, well, Tone, isn't that what a restored car is supposed to be? Yes, it is. However, not every car comes that way. These tips were added. If you like them, great, we'll leave them. If you don't like them, maybe we add the trumpet tips right here, because the trumpet tip might look kind of nice on the back. Your little touch that you made to the car, kind of make it your own. Detail stuff like here, new gas cap, new bezel here, new trunk mat. It's painted inside like it's supposed to. It has the cardboard inserts are right over there. And look around, it's just nice. New well for the new convertible top, you can see. The spring is in the right place, so it holds the trunk up, right? Instead of slamming on your head. May not seem like a big deal, but those are the little tiny things that take time to do, and some cars are more restored than others. Anyway, the mat's nice in here. You can throw a couple coolers or some chairs, go to the beach, go to a car show, do whatever. This is a lot of fun. All right, so listen, you're walking up to your car going, this is really a nice looking car. And you're right, it is a great looking car. However, most people are going to see that you're not, because you're going to be in here. And let's spend a second looking at that and see what I'm talking about. All right, so for instance, we get in here. And I do talk about this a lot because this is, I think, is important, is because when you get a cool car like this, and this is a cool car, is when you do this. And you throw in another couple in the back, or the kids, and you go someplace in this, it's a whole different experience. It just really is. And In this particular car, we have an upgraded pony interior, right? We have beautiful new carpets and mats. This is a restored dash with all the nice gauges. Like, not all cars, muscle cars, come with a full array of gauges. This has an upgraded digital sound system. This has the console in here and buckets. Overdrive automatic, which we talked about. It's got the wooden stainless wheel, right? Little tiny things that you may not notice, but I notice because I know what it takes to get this done. For instance, the lights on the door work when you open those at night. They're working right now. The footwell lighting is working like it's supposed to be. You say, Tone, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Of course it is, but that takes a lot of work to wire up all this stuff, get all new lights, and make all that stuff, the bulbs and all those good things work. Most people don't go to that extra step because they don't care, right? Here we do get all that, and it's super comfortable as well, not to mention a cool looking car. All right, so we want to close up the video here, and I say to myself a lot of times, like, if you wanted to add some things to the car to make it your own, like, what would you do? Well, the truth is this has a lot on it. You could add the GT tri-bar in the front if you wanted to there. I really don't know what else you could add to it. It just looks great. You could put period correct wheels on it instead of the Magnum 500s, but I think they look so nice on there. Again, your call. You do whatever you want. I know this. I know that when you restore a car from the bottom up and the bottom looks so good like this does, check out the pictures. It's important because there's a lot of time and dollars spent and stuff like that. That's an important part of how the car drives. Great looking paint. We went inside, we saw pony interior, power disc brakes, upgraded stereo, buckets and console. Just some really nice stuff to go for a cruise on a weekend on a car that's not ridiculously expensive and kind of continues to go up in value year after year, which we love to see that happen. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this cool Emberglo Mustang Convertible. And if you don't mind, share it with your friends down below there. Hit the like button too. I think your friends might even like some of what we're doing. And subscribe to the channel because we have new stuff coming out all the time. And I'll see you later.